Kim in Chesterton, Indiana. Kim, you wanted to weigh in on self-censorship.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
I wanted to talk to you about this because I don't self-censor. I just feel that it's so important to talk to people about what the truth is.
Mm-hmm.
It's so important to dispel myths. I live in Indiana, which, as you know, is a red state. I'm a liberal and a progressive, have always been so, and it's a very red state here. I do live in an area that's about 45 minutes from Chicago. Okay, so my area is more liberal in general, but in my job as a healthcare consultant, I go to many rural counties. I have to go across many counties. One of the things for the health company that I work for is I have to talk to people about the Affordable Care Plan. As you can imagine, that's been really interesting.
Mm. Yeah.
And like I said, I've had a lot of back and forth with people. When I hear them saying the wrong information, it's not like I'm a know-it-all, but I do let people know that I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When I can tell them about the Affordable Care Act backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Sometimes my family worries a little bit. I'm not combative with anybody, but I do feel that nobody should have the right to make me be silent.
Well, you're talking about engaging in public political conversations, and I do that too. But the self-censorship that I'm thinking of is the more of the East German variety. People still criticized the state. They made jokes about the state, but they didn't. Well, take it out of East Berlin and bring it to the United States.
Right.
I have seen emails about President Obama. I'm on a bunch of right-wing lists, and there are emails that I'm convinced, had these emails been speaking of George Bush the way they talk about Obama, that he's a traitor, that he's despicable, that he needs to be deported, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that had people been sending emails like that about George Bush, the Secret Service would be checking them out. And I'm not sure that they're doing it about Obama. Maybe they need to more. I don't know. Or maybe they are. But it really seems to me that when right-wingers, you had these sharpshooters who showed up to support Cliven Bundy, and nothing came out of it, and they were pointing their guns at federal agents. And then on the other hand, you get a bunch of Occupy kids at the University of California, and they get pepper sprayed in the face.
Exactly. I go to rallies. I'm out there. I'm actually, if the president does something like this NSA stuff that I don't always agree with, I criticize him as well.
Yeah.
When George Bush was in office, I did lots of criticizing, and I wasn't, it's just me. I think it's just my nature. I was not afraid to do it.
Yeah.
Now, my family, on the other hand, my husband, my daughter feels like I do as well, but they're not as vocal. Sometimes they worry. They think to me, this is laughable, but every time I go to the airport, I am always pulled out of line. Always.
You always
whatever
what?
reason. I'm always pulled out of line at the airport.
Oh.
Always. Every time.
Before or after they know they've seen your name?
Oh, that would be after.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That would be after. And like my husband's convinced or my daughter's convinced, it's because I'm so vocal that somebody has me on a list somewhere.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
And it could be true. I'm not a real paranoid person, so, But at the same time, I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like there are many people that self-censor. There are many people self-censor. There's many people who feel like I do about many things, but they're afraid to speak up. And I just feel like, I live here in the United States. I should be able to speak up even, when there's so many who don't believe that the way that I do. I just feel it's my right, and I feel like nobody's going to make me be afraid to speak up.
Well, good on you, Kim. You're one of the brave ones. Let me tell you.
Well, I don't know if it's brave. I just feel like, everybody, I see all this stuff from Fox News and these places that purposely just,
What concerns me, Kim, is that we've got a generation. Troy, who's running our board, he's filling in for Shane today. He said he came of age around 2001. And he has no recollection, really, of a time when you could go through an airport without going through TSA and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, whoa, I grew up in a very different time where where although we had the Vietnam War, it was kind of messy, but you didn't feel constantly watched unless you were out in public. Kim, thanks a lot for the call. We'll be back.